Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshire Media 1. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be. And yes, I am cheaper and better than the BBC. So, pardon me, what are we talking about today? Well, it's Mark's mental health journey. And I give a disclaimer out, I am no medical expert or anything like that. I'm not a doctor, I'm just no medical expert. I just talk about my mental health. That's why it's called my mental health journey. I talk about my own experiences with mental health and things like that, and discuss other things as well. So let's start. Let's start with my mental health. How has it been for the past month? Well, my mental health's been okay, and it has been okay as that. So that's a good thing, and that. So I haven't been feeling terribly down or upset or all like that. And things like that. So there's things to look forward to this year. You know what I mean? So that is coming and that. But I want to talk about the people who feel like they can't talk about their mental health and things like that. What they must be going through. They must be suffering. And there is people out there who are suffering because of what they're going through. You know what I mean? And things like that. And I'm talking about men and women, going from one sex to another because that's how they feel and things like that. So I'm not having a go at anybody here. I'm just saying there is people out there with mental health issues what are definitely bigger than mine, and they feel they can't talk about it. They feel like, I don't know if they feel trapped or not, but they just feel they can't talk about it. Or if they do talk about it, they may think that they'll get ridiculed and things like that. And all I can say is, well, if you've got a good set of friends, your friends will understand, and your friends should help you and things like that. If they don't, then they're not very good friends, in my opinion. And that's only in my opinion. If you can't talk to your family, then you must be able to try and talk to friends who understand who you are, if you know what I mean. And this is the thing, and you may not want to talk, or you may feel like talking is not for you, but if you see me talking about it, or you see somebody else talking about it, then it may help or it may not. But at the end of the day, there's nothing shameful about talking about your mental health or anything like that, especially if you're going through, transgendering from male to a female or a female to a male. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's my opinion, and there is nothing wrong with it. It's just that it must put on a big, heavy, burden on you and a strain on your mental health, and that, you know what I mean? Because suddenly and that and how I see things as well, and things like. So you've got a male who's transgendering from male to female, and he's doing what he wants to do, but to go down that road, he's got a lot of things to do and sort out and things like that, and that's if that's what he wants to do, or she, that is very good. You know what I mean? At least he's trying to make things happen and things like that. Yes, the doctors will talk to this person, make sure his mental health is there, make sure that he really wants to go through and do this. And if he ticks all the boxes, and then he gets the help of they get the help basically off at NHS and things like that. And talk, you know what I mean? They've got to be in the right frame of mind, according to psychiatrists and psychologists who talk to people like this on a daily basis, and it's all about their mental fitness and things like that. Do they really know, and do they really want to do what they say they want? If they tick all the boxes, then fine, as long as they're comfortable, and that's what it is. I know plenty of people who are transgender, going from one sex to another. I know plenty like that, and they've had no problem, they've had no regrets, they're just happy that people have listened to them and they've got what they wanted, and that's helped them, if you know what I mean. But there must be other people out there, as well, who's going through hell, basically. You know what I mean? Yes, they're getting the talk, yes, they're getting the treatment, but let's say that their families or their friends are like not talking to them because of it and things like that. That's all wrong. It really is. I mean, we're only human beings in any case in the end, and those human beings can be mentally damaged in such a way that people may not want to talk. Yeah, they may think someone's gonna bully them and things like that. If anyone bullies anybody like that with mental health issues or with what they're doing, they're stupid. They're absolutely stupid. I mean, because you shouldn't do that. I mean, there's plenty of people out there. In my day, when I was brought up in the 70s, we heard of men having sex change, and that's how we look at it. Now they've got a name for it. It's called transgender. The transgender from male to a female and things like that. It's still sex change at the end of the day, but that's how they feel. I mean, fair enough. You know what I mean? It took the world a long time to catch up with, people who are gay, lesbian. I think it took a long time to make it legal, and that. You know what I mean? So, and everyone's different as well. I mean, mental health strikes anyone. It's classless. People say, "Oh well, I'm rich. I'll never get mental health." That's rubbish. It's absolute crap. Because at the end of the day, mental health is classless. You don't choose mental health. Let me put it this way: you don't. I didn't choose mental health to go down what I did. Mental health chose me. It's completely classless. It's the only thing on this world which is classless. So you're talking rubbish if you say that you're mega rich and you're never going to get it. Yes, you are, and you will get it, literally. I honestly think I remember Richard Branson saying, he has sleepless nights sometimes, and he's mega rich. So yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, it can happen. So it's classless. Having mental health, having the depression, having anxiety, having PTSD and things like that. Like I've got PTSD through a car crash. That's completely classless as well. A lot of our ex-armed forces have PTSD. They know they're safe. They just, when they hear like a big loud bang, they jump. You know what I mean? And it's like that. So, but it's completely classless as well. But getting these people to open up and talk about it, it's hard. It really is, because they feel that they won't be listened to and things like that. I says, how do you know that? Unless you try to talk about things like that, you know what I mean? Try and talk about your experience. Try and talk about it on camera if you can. That's if you want to do it. They've got to want to do what I do on YouTube, and that I get a lot of satisfaction sitting in front of this camera and talking. And yes, I'm just talking to a camera, but it gives me satisfaction. It gives me pleasure, if you know what I mean. Pleasure in talking. It takes off the weight off my shoulders, if you know what I mean. And it helps me as well. It helps me to keep in a more stable mind and things like that. And Jen's found that out as well. Jen, my girlfriend, she's found that out as well, because I haven't really had a mental breakdown or a mental retreat and things like that. I haven't gone down, done that at this moment in time. She hasn't seen it. I haven't got depressed while I've been with her. So I'm thinking, well, this is what I must have wanted. I must have wanted someone to share, and that's what I've got now. So, like I say, if you've got a problem, share a problem. You've got a problem half, solved. You know what I mean, and things like that. So that's what you've got to concentrate on. You look around you. You won't know who's going through mental health hell. You just won't know. You just can't tell. The symptoms can be hidden and things like that. You know what I mean? And that. But I see people all the time. Where I live in West Yorkshire, we say hello to everybody and anybody, and that's what I'm like. I'm friendly and things like that. If people say, hello mate, it's cold, isn't it? I will say hello, and I will talk to them for 5 or 10 minutes. That 5 or 10 minutes talking to that person He'll go away and think, oh well, a complete stranger's talked to me. Yeah. That'll make him feel better and feel good about the day, what he's about to face, and things like that, unknowing that he may or may not have a mental health issue. If he has mental health issues, and then fine, you know what I mean. I found people sat on benches crying, and I've gone up and said, look, can I help? He said, and I sat down and that, and we've talked. And he says, do you fancy a drink? I goes, yeah. He goes, okay, I'll go to off license. This guy has gone to off license after me talking to him for half an hour. And he's bought some cans and that, John Smith, like, and I've drunk them with him. And I've talked to him and I says, drink doesn't solve it. He says, yes, I know. But it's such a relief for me to hear, or for you to sit there and listen to me. And he says, I didn't think anyone would. I says, well, I don't know. Why not? You know what I mean? You're a human being. If you need to talk, you need to talk. And, I knew you were upset, but when I found out why you were upset, it's understandable. But he was going through mental health and things like that, and he admitted to me he was an alcoholic. And he says, I need to dry up or I'm going to lose everything. And I says, well, then you need to turn to your own doctor, GP and things like that, and try and get off the booze. Try and get off it little by little if you can, before you do lose everything, you know what I mean? And he found me and moved on. And I haven't seen him since, so I hope that person's okay. And that was 2 years ago, when that happened. But yeah, I can walk down the street, a complete stranger, I say hello, and I'll say hello back, and they say it's a bit cold, isn't it? I goes, yeah, but it's going to warm up in here, eh? Summer's just round, spring's coming, summer's just round the corner, hopefully. And they say, yeah. Yeah, I mean, so that may help that other person because someone's had a human interaction with them, you know what I mean? A proper talk. And that's how I feel about other people going through mental health. Other sections of humanity going through mental health, and one of them is the transgender community, where they are going from one. They feel like if they're a male, they feel like they're trapped in a male's body because they honestly do think that they are a female, and it's the opposite way around for a female. They think they're trapped in a woman's body, and they honestly think that they are male. Who's to say either one of them are right or wrong? But they do go through hell. They go through a lot. It takes a lot of toll on your mental health and that, you know what I mean? But I suppose getting these people to open up is going to be hard because they think they'll get ridiculed and people will take the mickey and things like that. And no, I think a lot of human beings out there would accept them and would listen to them and things like that to what they are going through, you know what I mean? There will be a section of human beings who would take the mickey and things like that, and they don't want to meet them kind of people. And they need to meet a kind of people who will sit down and just let them talk. That's what you do. You let them talk. You let them get things off their chest. And if they ask for your opinion, then you take a deep breath and give them your opinion and things like that, you know what I mean? But do it in a friendly way. Don't do it in a nasty way. Do it in a friendly way. I mean, it doesn't take much to poison someone's mind, you know what I mean? And things like that. I mean, some people, family won't talk to them about it. I don't know why. I think, say their family might feel ashamed of what this person's doing. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be ashamed of your own son or daughter or whatever. You should be proud of them that they're willing to talk and things like that, you know what I mean? And that's what we need to be. We need to be a more understanding society and a more understanding people on people who have mental health problems. We really, really do. We can't go around criticising them all the time because it's all wrong. You don't know anybody out there could have a mental health because they're very good at hiding it. Or some people have hid it for years, and they're just suffering in silence. Torture in silence and things like that, which I think is wrong. I think everyone, if everyone talked about what they were going through, I think they would feel like me, better. They feel a lot relieved that they've got it out there off the chest, and hopefully that will continue and things like that. But you never know. I mean, if they've gone to the doctors and they talk to the doctors and things like that, that's the best start you can do, is talk to your own doctor about any kind of mental health. If you're going through hell, then you phone Samaritans 116 123 and things like that. I think it's 116 123. Samaritans Helpline, and you do things like that, and hopefully you will get the help through that service. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, so it's Samaritans Helpline, 24 hours, 116 123. Talk to anybody at any time there, and hopefully you'll get the correct help, which I know you will through the Samaritans and things like that. But if you go to your own doctor, you're going to get the help in any case, and you may end up talking to. They may feel that you need to talk to a psychiatrist and things like that, or even a psychologist. You sit there, talk, and things like that. And talking therapies is good as well. I've experienced talking therapies in Wakefield. It's very good as that. But you can get that through your own doctor as well. You know what I mean? But if you are in need of help and you need to talk to people at middle at night, say like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, then you call the Samaritans Helpline 116 123. You call that, and you'll be able to talk to a human being on the phone, basically. And that's how it works. And like I said, hopefully they can help you. You know what I mean? They've helped millions of people. They really have. They have done really well over the years. So that's that. So hopefully, if you are a person who is going through transgender from, say, transgender from a man to a woman, or a woman to a man, then I wish you luck. I really do. I wish you luck on that journey. I hope you get a conclusion what you want, and I hope it makes you feel more like a better human being and things like that as well. You know what I mean? And I hope it does really help you and settle your mind and that. But if anybody wants to talk, they know where I am. If they want to talk, or if they want to make a YouTube video about it, then I would honestly say do it if you feel comfortable in doing it. But only give out the information what you want people to know, and that's all you can do in the beginning. In the beginning, you might talk about it a little bit and things like that, and then further on down the line, you may open up and talk about more, if you know what I mean. That is entirely up to them. But if someone does make a YouTube video on this subject, what I've been talking about, transgender, how you're transgender from one to the other, that would be good. You know what I mean? It would be good to have that discussion. I think, to have that discussion without the idiots, obviously. To have that discussion, that would be good, and it may help that individual as well to think that people are so understanding, which they are. They just need to be given that opportunity to be understanding, you know what I mean? But like I say, you do get the idiots. You get the complete idiots, don't you? You get the bullies and the trolls, and they try and use it against the person and things like that. And that may send them over the edge. I can understand why they don't talk about it. But it's such a shame, because it's such a big subject, you know what I mean? It may help other transgender people to transgender. You just don't know. They may think, oh well, there's someone there who I may be able to talk to. But if you're a transgender person yourself and you're talking like this on camera about what you're going through, then you may get a section of that community thinking, well, if he can talk about it, so can I. That's how it works. Oh, how it's supposed to work, I don't know if it will, but it would be good if you did. So sorry for overrunning a little bit, but if you're still here and you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell icon here. All that will let you know when I'm uploading another video. Please, 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 please. Please share the video to your friends and your family and to other social media like X, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and use the comment section below this video. And I do try and answer all comments as much as I can. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Catch you all later. Bye.